Hello, friends. It's Mrs. Jane on Tuesday, October the 27th, 2020, with all the terrific news you can use about our terrific day at school today. We didn't let any of that soggy weather dampen our spirits. Oh no, we jumped head first into our day today. Lots of energy in the room, parents. Wow. So, what kept us busy today? Well, after our temperature check with Mrs. Ann, down the stairs we came to make sure we could hang up our jackets and our backpacks, make sure we put our folders in the take-home box, did a little sanitizing of our hands, signed in on the sign-in board, and then headed to our tabletop activities. Today on table 1, we're still identifying the special letters, first initials, so we use our sorting mat to make sure we put all of the letters on one side, yes, with a smile, and the non-letters, no, with a frown, on the other side. On table number 2 today, we did a little repeating of those block towers, those square block towers that were such a hit last week. On table number 3, today we decorated Peter's pumpkin. We stapled the pumpkin page to a black background. We glued Peter himself onto the page. We colored the pumpkin orange with our markers, and then we added some texture to it. We took small pieces of crepe paper and we twisted them and then glued them on. On table number 4 today, we were decorating some treat bags for our Halloween party. As we've said, there will be 5 games that day, yeah? So each person gets a prize for each game. Well, we put them in our treat bags. And then also, if people want to bring treats in for their friends, those individually wrapped treats, we put those in that treat bag as well. I think they actually went home today by mistake, though, moms and dads. So if you found a brown lunch bag beautifully embellished with some Halloween stickers on it, could you please send it back to school on Thursday? Yeah, we're going to need it for the party. We appreciate that. And then families, of course, there was orange Play-Doh at the Play-Doh table. And that pretty much took care of our tabletops today. Once those were finished and cleaned up, we headed for the Rock-A-Motion Choo-Choo. Once there, we got our tickets, that beautiful black square, and we did a little bit of rote counting with our 3 different voices, whisper, classroom, and loud. And then we went off to our circle. Once in our Hello Circle today, we introduced the persons of the day. They helped us know how to follow those stay safe rules. And then we did a pledge to the flag. We sang our good morning song. We did a little ABC rock. And then we did a 7th inning stretch. And we changed that stretch a little bit today. We did raise the roof hands, counting 1 to 10, and then hands on hips. We did a march and count 1 to 10 to get the blood flowing in our legs as well. We sat down, and then we did our shape songs, circle and square. After that, we did a little story with our fingers. And today we did the 5 little jack-o'-lanterns sitting on a gate. And then we also introduced a new song, song actually, yes, and it's called Who, where the owl goes who, let's see, and the ghost goes boo, the bat goes eek, the pumpkin rolls round and round, and the scarecrow waves bye goodbye. We'll send you home those words as well, parents. After little singing, we got to our individual groups. And today, on the craft side of things with Mrs. Ann, we were creating Miss Muffet's Spider's Web, if you can follow that one. We had a circular piece of white construction paper that we marble painted with black paint, and then we added a piece of black yarn for part of that web and dangled a spider ring from that. You'll see those hung for our Halloween party. And then on the literacy side of things, of course, we started with our usual conversation with Hickety Pickety Bumblebee, where we said our names. Then we did a little rhyme remembering with Johnny and with Peter. And you'll be proud to know, parents, that we can do that closure activity with both rhymes these days. That's the kindergarten style of reading, where Mrs. Jane reads the first part, and then our friends can say the last word. They did a really nice job. After that, we got to meet a new rhyming friend, our latest rhyming friend, and it's a girl this time. Yes, little Miss Muffet. And we told her story, how she loves her breakfast. And on one particular day, she loved to eat her breakfast outside. And while she was eating that breakfast outside, along came a spider, surprised her, and frightened her, and she had to run away. After we talked about the rhyme and we heard the rhyme recited, then we got to act out that rhyme with our little costumes, and folks got to be Miss Muffet and or the spider. We took a couple of different turns. Once we finished our small groups parents, we headed off to a little break, little trip to the necessary room, some free read in the library, followed by those delicious and nutritious snacks you sent from home. Once things were finished, of course, we headed off to our center time. And today, we had blocks and trucks available, housekeeping available, the doll houses were available, our vehicles for riding the bikes, and the scooter, bouncy balls, and sit and spin. We also had, the horses, of course, came out of the barn, as usual. Yep. And then and painting at the easels. And once all of that was finished, it was time to clean up and to make our way to a story time. And today's story was Just Say Boo. A little fun Halloween story. After story time, of course, time for that show and tell. And one of our friends was able to show his me bag. And then a little preview of what's coming up on Thursday with our Halloween party. We did our goodbye song, a little treat, got our belongings, and up the stairs we came to greet you and start the rest of our day. And so, parents, there are several bits of information we want to share, those customer service announcements. Yeah, so here they go. Remember, our color will stay black. Our shape will stay square for the time being. Our rhyme will now be Little Miss Muffet. And just so that you know, to take a look into the rhyme books, because the Peter rhyme is now in there. There's a page that the kids colored that have the words written for the rhyme. Then there's another page that's written rebus style so the kids can read it to themselves. We also want you to know that the scholastic orders are due the next time we come to school, Thursday the 29th of October. Our Halloween party is on Thursday, the 29th of October, and there's a pretty detailed description of that event that came home in the backpacks today, so please check for that. If you have any questions about Halloween, please just textify us or call us. Yeah, we'll be glad to respond, or email. You can also do that. As well as the square song is coming home, so you can sing that at home and have all the words together. There's field trip information coming home today. Our Mommy Suppa has put together all of that you need to know about the next field trip. It will be to Buckhorn Park on the 3rd of November. And it'll start at 10 o'clock. We're expecting a nature walk and a scavenger hunt. There'll be even more details coming as we get a little bit closer to that date. We also want you to know that tuition is due for this month, our treasurer tells us, so we thank you in advance for sending in your check. And I think that just about does it. Lots of information. And again, parents, please, if you have questions, you have comments, you have concerns, do reach out. We are here, we will hear, and we will help. That pretty much concludes all of our news for today. Just remember, every day is a good day to have a good day at Jack and Jill. Talk to you soon. Bye now.